music right now.
Look at you opening Opus before game starts. Who are you?
Right?
I didn't even have to remind you.
No, I know.
Okay, so red should be good now.
Refresh, and red is good. Music is
Silent.
not good.
Yeah, Opus isn't running yet.
Yeah, I'm not even signed into there yet.
I'm talking about... Fuck. No, fuck you, monitor. Hey. Yes. Thank you. It's also it's a smart monitor, so it has a remote and everything.
Smart monitor, so it's the dumbest fucking thing in the world.
Yes, it is. I was talking about Music Note platform.
I'm pretty sure that Cliff's banned.
From what?
Music Note.
Oh, I haven't even tried that one in a while.
Doing green or no?
Yes. Yeah, the problem with like if you don't do it through their proprietary software, then you have to rely on a third-party source, and the third party, like one of them is through Streamlabs, and the one through Streamlabs is literally a single code that everybody shares the use of that platform. So if one person fucks up, then everybody who uses that does.
Green is good.
Alright, that means we should be good everywhere. Okay.
Let me know when you click the button, because I want to see which one's fastest.
I'm clicking the button in 3, 2, 1, now.
Green, purple, red.
Green, really?
Yeah.
That's not how that's supposed to go.
Less traffic.
All right. Hi everybody. So, as you can kind of see from the stream, we got a little bit of some changes going on, and it looks like someone
What?
is doing things that they shouldn't be doing here. And why
No. I don't know why chat can see that. Chat view can see that.
is it gone
Because
now?
I can't even see that. Yeah, it's gone.
Apparently, I had to actually go in and refresh it, so it was like, so that we'll have to keep an eye on that piece. So a few things, right? So we got some new characters, and people are actively trying to sabotage me as I'm talking.
Oh my god.
So we got some new characters, which will be revealed as the evening unfolds. We are also using Foundry for the first time, so there will undoubtedly be some wonkiness and some learning as we go through. One thing here, let me make sure this is good here.
Hey.
And then let me make sure that this is good here. And not that fucking loud. Holy shit. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta mute that.
What was that?
Okay. Okay. We're good. Okay.
Oh, are we?
So music's playing. So players. Some things just that I'm messing around with that I don't have fully fleshed out yet. But if we pop over here to this map,
That looks really vibrant.
yeah. I mean, that's just this will be updated sooner or later, but just so for
This is
completion's sake.
An
So
old.
so some neat things that you could do here. So if you hover your mouse over Amethil and you click it,
Ooh.
and then if you hover over like Durian and click it, so you can move around to different areas, and I will fully take advantage of this in the future.
That is very fun.
Is there a way? Do we have to just go back up to the left and click Aragus, or is there a way
Yeah.
to go back? Okay.
Yeah, right now that's how you'd have to do it. I'll try to get something going where it works. And the other thing too that is really fucking annoying for me is that for the way that these look, there are 3 different styles. So you go from this like heat map, and then you go to like the more realistic Amethil map, and then you go to like the cartoon like Durian map. It's like 3 vastly different art styles. It's so like breakneck. So that means that I'm probably gonna have to redo some of the maps so they all match a consistent style.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Lick has created more work for himself because he doesn't like how pretty it is.
What's new?
Because I can see how pretty it could be.
Again, I say,
We
what's new?
appreciate how much work you put into our world.
Oh yeah, of course. I love this world.
Thank you. More needs to be done. So
I'm fine.
More.
but yeah, I don't have the other stuff linked up yet. Like I literally just figured out how to do this right before we started, and I was like, ooh, I want to show them. So expect that by probably next week that'll happen, and then the good thing about that is you all will be able to like navigate this freely. So if there's things that you want to check, if you want to like kind of like refresh yourself on, you can always pop back through. And then we haven't really had a chance to talk as a group about all the stuff that is in here, but like fully take advantage of like if you open up your character sheet, you can see that the far right of it, you have a journal tab. Every time you add a page to it, it'll actually create like a new separate journal entry. So like if there's things you want to keep grouped together, keep them all on their own separate pages. It has full like rich text HTML like formatting you can do. Keep all of that together. And then if you had anything in Fantasy Grounds that you want me to bring over, let me know. I can. Like there's some notes that you guys had, like player notes. I did not bring those yet, so I could bring over like if there's anything you're like, shit, I needed this. Let me know and I can do it. Also, John, I wasn't sure if you wanted to keep your character sheet this color or not, to match with like your aesthetics. Because the thing that I was thinking of for yours was this. But that's up to you.
Nothing changed.
Refresh, John. If you make the change to your the background of your character sheet, you have to refresh for that one.
Like the whole thing?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's stupid.
Because like I don't remember when it was, but you changed the color of my character sheet, and I didn't see it until the next refresh I did.
You can't just close your character sheet and reopen it?
Nope.
That's dumb.
I mean that works too.
If you have a preference, let me know and I can change it.
Nah, it's fine.
All right, cool. So on that note, let's kind of refocus our attention here. Who would like to do recap?
You. I feel like that's most appropriate right now. To be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that mean that I get the bonus?
No.
I don't get the nat
Starting
19
off-
if I do it.
Starting
No.
up a new chapter, I feel like Game Master should.
Right. This is the new season.
I really like how these look, how they match your theme style. Okay, so should we do like the TLDR of the campaign?
I think the whole campaign, like,
Yeah.
this is where we started. Now we're here.
Yeah. So we started off many moons ago. Basically, this kind of ragtag, reluctant group of people that have all signed up for this peacekeeper organization called the Eclipsean Order. Eclipsean Order was founded after the Orcus incident, which is when Orcus came to the material plane and was ultimately defeated. But as an extra safeguard to prevent any sort of like extra planier attacks like that again, the Eclipsean Order is a neutral party that their entire existence is just to safeguard Amethil. The group, each for their own reasons, had joined, whether it be for a paycheck or because they believed in the sort of opus of the Eclipsean Order to protect Amethil. Everybody for their own reasons had joined. And on one of their first expeditions together, they get a message of occult activity and end up going to investigate this occult activity, only to be met by this force of power that they later found out to be a Baradrill, which is a sort of demonic entity that is created when stolen souls are shoved into a vessel. And it creates this literal and figurative time bomb of power that can only be contained for so long until the body can no longer maintain all the energy and it erupts. All 4 of our players were killed by this creature. But unlike their companions that they rode with, unlike the residents of Elm Hollow, they got back up. While everybody else was decimated, erased from existence, somehow they got back up. And they learned that this was because they all had a shared bond in being the Abyss-Kissed. The Abyss-Kissed were a group of people older than most written records that had prevented similar incidents from fiendish uprising. And they were all united by this through this serendipitous chance of all being together at this time. They later found out that there was 2 main players at hand. One being Zendraxis, who is a ancient being that is the precursor to fiends. Before there were devils, before there were demons, there were a singular race of what we called primordial malevolence that grew in power so quickly and so vastly that the gods actually separate them into demons and devils to purposefully prevent them from capitalizing on their power. Zendraxis is the original, and she has been locked in a prison deep within the layers of the infinite hells. She is the one who created the Hibiscus. She is the one who helped to protect the players. On the opposite side of the playing field, there was the Hag Countess. The Hag Countess is an ancient evil of immense power, but was a low level enough of a threat that they could escape the bounds of the infinite hells and still make it to the material plane. Through some unknown means that the players had never found out, the Hag Countess was able to get information of an ancient artifact called the Crown of Fiends, which is what was allowing the primordial malevolence to control the infinite hells. Whoever wears the crown is the assumed ruler of the infinite hells. All the creatures there would be magically bound to listen to whomever is wearing that crown. Because of how powerful it was, the last major incursion on the material plane, when the demons and devils were defeated, the gods broke apart the Crown of Fiends into 13 separate pieces and scattered it across Amethil. Amethil being a very thin ley line between the material plane and the infinite hells. It is the ideal spot for these sort of fiendish incursions. So they broke apart and they sealed all of the 13 pieces, scattered across the lands in different types of intricate locations to help prevent this from happening again. Somehow the Hag Countess had found out about it and started to collect them. And upon getting these powerful relics, we find that each one of them is encased in the power of one of the ancient evils that had used to create it. And each one of them embodies a method of destruction. The hag was trying to collect them to reform the crown, and the players just so happened to be caught in the middle of it. Once they figured out what was going on with this, through help of Zendraxis giving them the information, they began searching for the pieces themselves. And after finding their first one, quickly realized both how powerful and dangerous they were. And one of the party members, Desmond, realized that he was uniquely capable of being able to operate these on a... Was it a flawless record? I don't think that you failed any of them.
Never failed.
On a flawless record of using them. So they began to find them and cut off the hag from amounting any more power. They were operating initially under the agreeance of getting the crown back to Zendraxis. Zendraxis said she only wanted the crown to escape from her current prison and to assume her rulership over the hells. The players were skeptical, dubious, unsure, but reluctantly they started grabbing these things, and some of them started to realize that maybe giving it back to her isn't what they would do. But the one thing that they knew for sure is that they had to stop the hag from doing it. To completely do a disjustice and disservice to everything that's happened in the previous 62 episodes of this, You know, that's what 250 hours of games that we've played over these last 200 plus hours. The group has went through numerous personal trials, personal loss. They amounted roughly half of the runes, while the Hag Countess amounted the remaining. And after months of fighting and deception in the city of Pinegrave, which is what we see on the screen here today, the final showdown takes place. First, the group has to go against these creations from the Hag Countess of her version of the perfect version of each character, so almost a mirror image of themselves in some cases. And then after defeating those, they fought the hag herself, who used the full power of the crowns against them. And in doing so, there were great losses. In the very end of this showdown, the players are basically on their last leg. And in a last moment bit of desperation, Desmond makes the sacrifice of, there's only one way left that we can stop her, which is teleporting as close to the hag as possible, activating all the runes that he had and all the runes that she had at once, and basically just eviscerating her. In doing so, he created what equates to basically a small nuke going off in the middle of this tiny city, and the blast of it instantly killing everybody within proximity. Thrain had gone down earlier, Adam's character, and his body was just turned to ash. Esmeralda, Christina's character, was in close proximity and on her last few hit points, and the blast instantly killed her. Their companion and one of the remaining members of the Eclipsian Order, Quillwise, who had been subjugated by the hag, was caught in the blast and was killed. Desmond and Roderick were Nell was in the forefront, and the blast took Nell down but not outright killed. Desmond, being at the epicenter of this explosion, should have, by all accounts, been just erased. But taking advantage of a magical item that he had, Roderick, in a blink of the eye moment, which was John's character, in the blink of an eye moment, summoned his echo to switch places with Desmond, taking him to the very outskirts of this explosion, but then putting Roderick right in the epicenter of it, dusting Roderick. And somehow, with a literal single hit point, Base Demon was walking by, getting coffee, completely destroyed by the blast. Somehow, with a single hit point, Desmond is the sole conscious survivor. And as he surveys this waylaid city, he sees the ragged breathing on Nell as they lie within the rubble and destruction of the town, barely clinging on to life. And we will pick up our story immediately from here. Yo, that music cue dropped right when I said that. It was fucking beautiful. Like, I couldn't have planned that better. All right. So Desmond, is as you're standing there, you look about and you notice that before this flash of brilliant lights, that you are no longer standing in the same place that you were standing at. You survey where you are, and you realize that you are across the way. Go ahead and give me a perception roll, please. Almost started off real good. You know what I need to do that I didn't realize until just now? I need to change it where the chat starts at the bottom, not the top. It's kind of annoying.
From here, once it gets down into chat, it actually ticks up from the bottom.
I know, but it's like with that initial thing, I don't know.
Yeah.
So, as you with an 18 for the chat who can't see it, with 18 perception, you realize that moments before activating all of these runes, that you're standing in the exact area that Roderick was. And from this vantage point, you actually have sort of a front row seat to the destruction in front of you. And you see just the bodies that were laying all around of the townfolk within the immediacy of that explosion. They're just dust. You see where Thrain's body was, where Esmeralda was standing, dust. And you see through this wreckage a very burned, disheveled Nell, just sort of their body within the wreckage, and you can see from where you're standing at just the ever so slight wobble of their breastplate as they are raggedly breathing in this pile.
And he's just gonna stand there, like perched up on the top of the roof, looking down for a few seconds, looks over to Nell. Umbral warrior, get up, your fight isn't over. And
Neat thing I learned, if you hover over the token and hit T, it will target them.
It says I don't have spell slots, but I know I do because I saved all my spell slots for the hag, but then I didn't get a turn during the hag fight. So I know I have some spell slots.
Very true.
All right, you should be good. And
it probably should be more than that, but I'm not sure.
And actually, the one thing I got to do on here is that Nell should be at 0, so just do that real quick. When I was testing that goddamn gully fern, I had to do long rest on you multiple times, so that's why it shows that you're like that, and I still couldn't get it to do what I wanted to do. Okay, so Nell, as you lie there, as Nell is lying there, drifting into the afterlife after this blast, you are literally on the cusp of death. What do you see?
On the cusp of death, Nell would briefly see something that they have not seen since they were a very young child. There's a quick moment where just before everything comes back to, they see their father reaching down to help them up, who had died when they were 7. And they reach out to touch him, but the second their fingers touch, their eyes open again, right back to this reality, the destroyed world around them.
You see your father reaching out. You see within your peripheral sort of the glow of Doriel's light. And you hear this sort of faint whisper of a voice that you can't quite make out what it's saying. And right before you make contact with the hand that's reaching out, you open your eyes, and from your current view, you're almost in a moment of peace. You're lying on your back in this pile of wreckage. The amount of pain that you have been put through has transcended to a point of numbness. And for a brief moment, you just have this false serenity as you lie there. Could be for 1 or 2 seconds, could be for 1 or 2 hours. Time really isn't of your concern at the moment. And you're just watching the clouds go by above. And then you hear Desmond's voice sort of echoing out. Get up. Your fight isn't done.
Nell slowly sits up and looks around, trying to figure out where Desmond's voice came from, as last they knew, he was right beside them, about to fight the hag. They look around and they can really see mostly Ash before, in the distance, they make him out and slowly get to their feet.
That was kind of cool.
Right? Yeah.
If you want to whisper, it's /W or /whisper.
Okay, I wasn't sure if whispers were real in this.
I looked it up. I had
It's
to look
funny
it.
that I actually gave Megan 4 additional hit points right before you sent that.
Yeah, my alchemical savant isn't working.
Yeah, I'll have to figure out how to add it where it just adds like a modifier, or actually you'll probably just have to make sure you add that blanket 4 to it when you cast it, because it only does it once per, so it's most of the automations are like an all or nothing.
Mhm.
So yeah, so you look around and you see on the building, you know, just to your south, about 30 feet away, Desmond's standing there.
Through the eerie quietness of everything going on right now after the explosion, Nell just slowly walks towards him while looking around, trying to figure out where their other companions are. Desmond? What happened? Where is everyone?
As you say that, give me either a perception investigation, or you can just give me a straight up intelligence, whichever you think would be most appropriate.
They know the answer, they just don't want it to be right.
Yeah, you look over and you can see, you know, where everybody was standing at, and you can just see like sort of the remnants of vaguely humanoid shaped figures that are just ash.
Desmond will, like, as you're walking towards him, a puff of smoke will appear where he was standing, and he'll appear right next to you, just to your right. And as he appears next to you, he's cleaning up his coat. Green glows around all of the soot and stuff that's building on. Just looks you dead in the eye. Fight's over. Just us.
Just us. Just... Fuck.
Takes a few steps away from Nell, pulls out one of his empty vials, goes to where he thinks some of his companions were standing last or laying, and scoops up a little bit of ash in the vial, corks it, moves on to the next one.
Is there any supplies left, Cliff, that we can see from where our friends were, or is it all just completely obliterated?
When you say supplies, are you saying like their personal effects?
Yeah.
Loot
Gone.
that body.
Listen, I was planning on trying to have a little something personal from each person, but sure, loot that
Uh-huh.
body.
Yeah, I get it.
Loot that body.
Being a true D&D player right here.
Exactly.
Listen, they ain't using it.
Would the chest piece be gone
Does this,
Three
of the
chest
infernal
piece-
iron?
did this kick you out or no?
Who?
Who
Okay,
are you talking
good.
to?
No one got kicked, so I'm good.
Kick Christina all the way out.
All the way out of the room, all the way out of the house,
Right.
everything.
Bye, bitch. Oh,
Uh,
stop talking shit. She's back. As if she had never headset on the whole time.
Okay, this. No. Okay, I'm just gonna change this here. I don't know what's gonna happen. If you get booted, I apologize.
Did music stop for everyone else, or is this just me who's not allowed to hear anything
No, I
anymore?
stopped the music.
Okay.
Did everybody get booted that time?
No.
Okay, cool. So
Gotta try
only-
harder.
No, that's good. So what I did is I changed. I had chat view set up as GM, well, assistant GM, which is a role you can do in here. And it was showing all of the things that I see. So I changed it to just player now, so it should be just the things that you see.
Okay.
So that way chat doesn't get like shit they shouldn't.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Yeah. So sorry before we diverted too far here. So you're taking a vial out and you're scooping in ashes.
Yeah, I have like 3 vials go to where I was standing, so he assumes that that's where Roderick's at. Takes a scoop of that ash, goes to where he remembered Thrain was laying, takes a scoop of that. Esmeralda, a scoop of that. All 3 separate ones go into his belt.
Now moves from pile to pile as well, but to pay their respects. Walks over to Roderick's pile and just shakes their head. I really wanted to try to figure things out and see eye to eye at some point. And I'm sorry we never had the time. to Esmeralda. I could see us slowly becoming friends. I didn't know you long, but you fought bravely, and I'll never forget you. And over to Thrain. I don't know if I'll ever have a friend like you again. Thank you for everything. Quillwise's body is more of a big shake their head, face in hands, just, what am I gonna tell my mom? Don't mind the small comedic relief.
My mom's gonna be so mad at me.
What the fuck am I gonna tell mom? She just started having feelings for another man after over 100 years of my dad being dead and fucking obliterated. Talesi's never allowed to be happy. It's okay. After saying little goodbyes, they are going to try to do some form of a prayer that they had seen Thrain do when they had done ceremony and last rites, when we had seen the siege on none of these words in my head are right.
Sandscale?
Sand scale. Yeah, I kept trying to say dragon scale, and I'm like, that's not right.
Dragon sand scale. You got it. You got it all.
Yep. They were all just one. When after the siege, when Thrain had done ceremony for the last rites of people who had been lost, anything that they can remember, they're trying to say for their friends is. Their voice might hold strong, but there are certainly tears falling.
And Desmond, with your 18 perception check, when you're looking through these ash piles and kind of getting the remains ready, the one thing that you notice missing from everything is the crown in any of the rooms. Nell and Desmond, can you both give me a investigation roll, please? I really do like those die. Those are nice. The roll,
I'm assuming
not so
you mean
much, but
the deep indigo.
yeah, that's so nice.
Thank you.
Desmond is, as Nell is sort of performing these last rites and kind of moving around, as you're sort of surveying this desolate landscape in front of you here, for a brief moment, you catch sort of a glint out of your peripheral, and you see about 40 or 50 feet up above where you were standing at, you see this ragged, almost haphazard looking formed crown. And you see it just sort of slowly spinning in the air.
Desmond's going to keep eyes locked on it the entire time and make one of his potions real quick. Like, not even looking at what his hands are doing, throw together a potion real quick while he's staring at it, drink it, and as he's drinking it, he poofs into the air 30 feet, hovers the additional 10 feet to try to grab it.
Okay. While you're kind of making eye contact with it and you start whipping together the different ingredients needed to make this elixir, both of you notice as the sun starts to be eclipsed by the moon. And as you poof up in the air and you start to reach out, you hear this voice that just says, "Mortals, heed me." And then there is this blindingly bright light as you see, about as far away from the crown as you are, Desmond, on the opposite side of it, you see this creature that's sort of hovering in the air with these radiant white wings glowing. Everything else blackened by this eclipse. The only light that you're seeing right now is from these wings sort of silhouetting this shape of this figure in front of you. Christina, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody what they see and what happens?
So, as I am flying down towards everyone, kind of like in like a straight line, basically towards the crown, because that's obviously where Desmond is. You are just going to see the outline of a person with a scythe on their back, or what was, I think a sickle would be more closely resemblance. And as I get closer, all you're gonna hear is, "This is why I've been sent here, for this tawdry crown. Whose pretentious ass made this anyways? Could you be any more full of yourself?" And as I get closer to the crown, you're just gonna see me place a feather on it, and then poof, it disappears. And then I am just gonna slowly descend towards the ground, kind of smiling. So this is what happens when someone defeats a hag. And you're just gonna kind of see me kind of like hover over like all the ashes of everyone and kind of like bow my head in respect.
And as they begin to descend, you hear that voice again that just sort of echoes out. The Cosmic Council will decide the efficacy of this artifact. Until then, you three are the only three in existence who knows it exists. From this moment forth, until a decision has been named, all will forget this exists. Its name will be stricken from the tongues of those near. And anyone foolish enough to search deeper, they will be judged by the council.
And as the voice is talking, you're just gonna see her kind of like wave her hand and be like, yeah, we discussed this.
And then, like, as she does that dismissively, almost as soon as it happened, you see the moon pass from the sun, and Nell and Desmond, both of you would see standing in front of you. Go ahead and describe what your character looks like, Christina.
One thing I suck at doing is describing shit.
It's fine. This is how we learn.
I'm not gonna lie, my mind's going blank right now. Hold on, let me find the fucking picture.
Look at the picture and see what say what you see.
You're so fucking cute. Oh my god.
I don't know how
It's
to
not
describe
fucking
what
in
I'm
here.
looking at here.
Totally
Thank
not about
you.
to pull up my
Go
picture.
to your messenger.
We never determined an official height. I don't remember. No, we said medium.
Girl,
But-
make it up. It's your character.
We determined. How tall are you? You just say it. And that's how tall you are.
I
Yep.
am gonna say 5'7" because I would like to be 5'7".
Boom. There you go.
There you go. It's canon.
Right. No take backsies. You're fucked now.
Yep.
All right.
You're gonna see this.
So
This
before
tall.
us, we see a 5'7".
Yeah, a very tall, very tan, person with kind of like short chopped hair. It's gonna be mostly black with like white peekaboo. They are gonna be sporting medium armor, and kind of the way she walks, you can tell she knows how to fight, but she's almost sassy in the way like she just kind of glides everywhere, almost like graceful like a ballerina.
And as she touches down and takes the first few steps, you see those glowing radiant wings just sort of like fade out into just this blink of existence as they just disappear from sight. As she hits the ground and then takes the first few steps towards you both.
And as that happens too, you're gonna see like the moon halo that she has hovering overhead disappear as well. And unless you guys talk to her, she's just gonna be going around just paying her respect to everyone because she doesn't. Everyone's equal right now for her.
Pardon, miss, but may I know who sent you?
Didn't you catch the announcement? It was the council.
was The council doesn't mean... I don't know what that is what I mean.
They basically bossed me around. They told me I had to take care of this. I'm taking care of it. I'm here to assist in any way you guys need.
What does this council do? Who makes up it? Is
A
this
little
something in
this.
which gods are involved?
You could say that. It's a little of this, a little of that. They're annoying, to be honest. But here we are.
And why is it you've been assigned to assist us, you say?
It's... My god thinks it will be entertaining, to say the least.
Nell nods slowly. Just kind of looks at Desmond, not really sure what to do here.
Desmond's gonna take a step forward, like right in front of this person.
As
One
he's doing
hand-
that, you're gonna see her go into her back and hold on to her scythe.
One hand open, facing up, another hand and a fist straight behind his back, does a half bow. Desmond Dusk II. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. We must be moving.
As he does that, she's let go. You can call me Ember. And you are right, the pleasure is yours.
Desmond smirks and shakes his head, looks back at Nell. Are you finished with your respects?
Nell kind of like shakes their head, then looks up at the sky and goes, as finished as one can be when their loved ones are just ash.
Perfect. Let's get moving. He snaps his fingers, and a green flame appears above each of the piles of ash. As their bodies lie in ash, their shadows also are dissipated by the light. Desmond starts walking out of town.
And Nell will follow them.
Same. And you're gonna see her kind of like skip. Where are we off to?
Now that this mess is over, actually, Desmond's gonna turn around and a face goes, or a hand, like as he's turning around, a hand goes straight and like grabs Nell by the face, and his eyes glow a bright green. Cliff, I'm casting Detect Magic.
Okay.
Is that mark still going across our faces?
Yes.
We are still fiend touched.
Hibiscus.
Yes.
Demon licked, whatever you want to call it, yeah.
So just for about 2 or 3 seconds, hand grips the side of your face. His brow furrows.
When you say
deeply.
grips, is this like gently, or was this like something that Nell would be like, Jesus fuck about?
It wouldn't be like a slap to the face holding you, but it wouldn't really be like a caress.
Yeah. Like one of those things where I didn't expect it to be a caress. It was more of the, like, did you move fast? Where Nell went like, what the?
Pretty much.
Okay. A quick moment of that realizes you're just gonna cast something. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, and 3 seconds of holding you. Hand goes down. The green fades from his eyes and shakes his head, turns back around, and keeps walking.
I'm assuming Nell has seen him do that before. Megan just doesn't remember that description.
The last time he checked was when it first happened, and it was with a ritual that he casted. He's never just straight up cast it.
Got it. So probably don't remember what that was. Nell keeps following and just kind of looks to Ember and gives like a light smile, like doesn't understand, but I guess they're following us now. And going to 20 points of lay on hands into my chest.
Do you have an official family name, or is it just Ember?
Not even like glancing at him, just like kind of walking. Who's asking?
A hand
We've already
above his-
done this.
Yeah, hand above his head, twirls it into another salute. Desmond, just a second.
I'm so glad you asked.
Ah,
My favorite
if
conversation.
you
I'm sorry. Forgive me. And he turns around and like as he's walking backwards, goes into a full bow this time. Prince Desmond Dusk II, heir to the Shatterkai throne, dealer of the Dark Shard, at your service.
Oh, so you're not even from this world. Why are you here?
Because my people are losing their world. And the leadership here is under poor management.
You're gonna see her give a sideways glance to Nell. Interesting choice of words.
I don't think anyone can refuse that fact.
I'm not arguing with you. Just interesting you're not back home fighting with your people.
I am here fighting for my people.
Whatever justification you need.
Starting today, I am fighting for my people. This entire ordeal was a massive waste of time.
Well, you can't fight for your people if this world's not here. So, depends on your mindset.
Now we can focus on making sure the Shatterkai are safe. And trying to figure out how the hells convince Amethil that they are friend and not foe.
Maybe my god was right. Maybe you will be entertaining.
If things go the way they have been, I'm sure they will enjoy the show.
I see a slight smirk on her face. Well, let's get it started.
Nell's gonna begin the process of summoning Hiswe Nune, their steed. 10-minute ritual.
I didn't create them. Oh my god.
I believe you wouldn't make my horse!
I failed.
All
You
those
made me
berries.
25 berries, but not a horse!
No, I spent like 6 hours on that shit.
You spent so much time on that.
And I appreciate you, but goddamn, Cliff. You do this to yourself.
I do. All right, so you all start walking out of town, and as you sort of look back at Ground Zero, if you will, Desmond, Nell, both of you would notice, like, when you look in the area where the crown was, this sort of looks a little bit dimmer in that area than everywhere else in the sky. Not enough that it draws attention to it, but enough that, like, you notice it. And as each of you sort of reflect on everything that just happened, every time you run the scenario in your mind of fighting who was it that you fought? They were forming that what was that thing? for some reason you just can't. You can't quite form to words who it was that you were fighting and what that was that you were trying to reassemble. You remember it vividly, but like it just, the name's escaping you at the moment. And as you move into the wilderness and push further away from the city slightly, you all have this moment of, is it really over? You hear the birds chirp, you hear the crickets, you hear the wind blowing through the leaves. Is it actually a moment of quiet? Or is there just another battle over the horizon? Is there someone waiting for you somewhere? Or is this actual peace? As you guys are heading out, what's your plan?
Desmond's kind of just walking towards central Amethil. Doesn't really have a location in mind. Then there gets to a point where he chooses if he has to go straight south or to the west, and tries to remember the layout of the land, looks around, doesn't know which way would be fastest.
Where are you trying to go?
As their steps falter, you're just gonna see her kind of like walking around, just like taking everything in.
Do you have a plan, Desmond?
Desmond's not like turning to face you. He's just like stern eyebrows, looking to the left, looking to the right, kind of just silent, nodding. His hand goes down, grasping two of the vials. When they navigated, what would they do?
You're just gonna hear her talk over his hood. Are we lost?
We weren't usually the ones to navigate. Our friends who fell in battle were the ones who did that. They were the ones who knew easily where things were by comparison as to where the sun was in the day, which trails to take. It's new to us to be the ones to lead.
You said you never traveled more north than Sea Bluff, correct?
Correct. I'm much more used to paths and roads and the cities. I am not an outdoors person like Thrain and Roderick were. But I do know if we just try to go straight south, we could end up in the towering wilds or crashing into some of the mountains near where they come to from the collapsing rise. There's like an offshoot. I don't know where exactly we are in relation to that.
I know what we're doing. And he like holds on to the 2 vials tighter. We're going west. First to Furin, then north. Furin, then Numpton.
Yes. I think that's a great idea.
And Desmond looks to the west, looks at the giant mountains in front of him, and just starts walking.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, as you march off to the west, I mean, off in the distance through the haze of the sky, you can see the silhouettes of the mountains as you start heading in that direction. There's not really much of a survival check that you would need to make for this. You're kind of not really going specifically somewhere. Then the mountains are there, so you know which direction to head. But
We still got that map.
Oh yeah, no. Nell still has maps
Okay.
of like the nation itself and such.
Let's go to Ilsadel. From there, we can get on a path.
So we need to go more northwest. If we hug the
North-
coast
North left.
thing. If we were to hug the coast, there's a chance we could go around the mountains instead of over them. Or at least not as over them as you may need to in some places.
No. It's... And Desmond does a soft chuckle. Rather than going over the mountains, sometimes it's better to go all the way around.
so for the record, Isidal is like nestled in the mountains.
Oh, okay.
Like, so that whole area
Right.
there is like the mountains basically end at the sea.
Mm-hmm.
So just throwing that out there. If you're going to Isidel, you're climbing mountains. There's really not a
Got
way
it.
around it unless you find some path through the mountains somewhere.
Mountain climbing
All right.
through the snow. So yeah, that was Megan misinterpreting the map. Nell wouldn't have
No, it's all good.
said that then if I realized it was in the mountains.
All right. I guess in memoriam of the fallen, Desmond, if you want, give me a survival roll with advantage as you sort of clutch on to the hopeful remains of the people that you think that they are.
I mean,
The
we're pretty
experts.
sure.
The experts. I really wanted that to be a 1, actually.
No, I said you could do it with advantage though, so go ahead. And
Oh,
roll a
is it?
second one.
Okay.
All right, so 18 it is. So you all have this discussion, you know, a couple 100 feet outside of Pine Grave, as you make the decision to go north left. As you start heading off towards like the trailing end of the collapsing rise. At this point, it's probably mid-afternoon. And you notice that as the sun is starting to set a little bit, that the air here is like cooler than what you're all used to from being more in like central and southern Amethil. And by the time it turns dusk, you all can actually start to see your breath as the chill of the area here starts to set in a little bit. At what point would you all want to make camp? Would it be like a sooner rather than later, since how you're kind of fucked up, like get far enough away from the city and then do it? Or would it be like, oh, we're just going to march on until we can't anymore and then we'll rest when we have to?
Once it starts getting dark enough where setting up for camp is something that would be in danger of being done in the dark, it's like we should probably look for a place to rest for the night. Figure out a good place for it. Gather some wood while we can still see enough to have fire. And with that, Nell tries to find a nice, flat, comfortable spot that they'd be able to do this, and works to set up camp.
I'm gonna assist in whatever they need help with.
Okay.
Desmond kind of like immediately just sits down, pulls out his book, and starts going through it, and just like is sitting on his bedroll, and that's his setup.
Yep. Nell's gathering firewood. Stuff like that.
Okay. Is there any conversation you have with your new tag along during this time before you actually set up camp?
Well, Nell and Ember are working to gather stuff. Nell will say, "Thank you for helping set up camp. You said your name was Ember. I'm sorry, I was a bit emotional. We lost some people that were very close to me when we were in Pinegrave. My name is Nell Ombretash. It's a pleasure to meet you."
I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. So, where exactly are you from? Other than the Celestial Court?
The easiest explanation would be Dunlin.
It would be what?
Is it? No, it's Doolin? Doolin, yeah. Doolin.
For the sake of being a scrub who doesn't know what that is.
It's a continent.
It's got
Okay. I was about to say, I was
like-
like about to back out to the Aragus map. I'm like, hold on.
Yeah, it's like it's the northeast most continent.
Ah, Doolin.
in
Okay, yep.
Aragus.
It's the closest one shaped to a mitten. Ah, okay.
And you were
I know
from?
you said you're. I'm from here, Amethil. Far south in the city of Durian. There will be some slight small talk. I don't think we need to actually small talk. but Nell is not in the full get to know you phase right now because they're still trying to like.
Nell doesn't want to be
Except that-
chatty while mourning? That's weird.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
There's just like very basic small talk of like the very baseline of who they are if Ember asks questions. But other than that, Nell is trying to keep it together so once they have enough wood to make it so that they can keep themselves warm through the night,
All right.
they can just go the hell to sleep.
Yeah. So you all.
The only question that Nell has is, I've never encountered someone such as yourself who has Aesmer heritage. I don't know how long you rest. Do you need 8 hours?
Yes. Do you not?
No. I'm an elf, so only 4. Desmond only needs 3, so it's fine. Our previous companions also needed 8. We made it work. Get all the shit set up and then just stare at the pile of sticks they made and just be like, I don't think I have flint in my bag.
Desmond
Desmond,
snaps
can you
his
just-
fingers as you're just staring at it without looking up, snaps, it lights in a green flame, and he goes back to his book.
That's what they were gonna ask.
And
Thank you.
as you're all kind of setting up camp and putting things together, you find yourself falling into like your normal cadence of like if Roderick and if Thrain were there, like where you would have set up like your bedrolls, your tents in proximity to where they would have been. And it's not until you're like setting up that you actually like realize that like you're not as close together as you could be because you're like making room for others who are not going to show. And it's not really until the flame is lit that it really starts to set in for you both of like, they're not showing up. People that you have shared many nights with, that you have peered across a campfire not dissimilar to the one that you have right now and seen their faces, enjoyed their conversation, and just experienced their presence. That is not happening. And as the night continues through, you're ever more reminded of the void that they have left.
And it is only then that now lets themselves truly cry.
Is Nell taking first watch? Well, who's sleeping? Who's going to be awake? I guess is the question.
Yeah, I was just thinking it over. Desmond, do you plan to be up writing in your book longer? Should I rest right now? Or would you like
Rest.
to take yours?
Just rest.
Okay. Good night.
He, like waves you off to bed.
If either one of you are paying attention, she is going to be kneeling and doing a prayer of sorts.
So, as it seems like that you're finishing that prayer, you're going to hear from somewhere in the darkness, just beyond where the campfire is touching, a voice is going to say, "Who is it that you pray to?"
Depends on whether or not you're a friend or foe. And as she's like saying that, she's reaching for her scythe.
He steps forward into the light. My apologies. I was caught off guard by the fact that I was not expecting to see a celestial among this group.
I wasn't planning on being here, but here we are. And you are?
Yes. I am Azrin. Azrin Erithos. And he like extends a hand like he is trying to take your hand into his. He's robed. He's got long hair. He looks kind of grayish in his skin tone, but you don't see any weapons. But as he stepped forward, underneath the cloak and the robes, you could hear some little plate moving around, but visibly no weapons.
As he offers his hand, she will grasp his. You may call me Ember, and yes, the pleasure is yours.
Indeed it is, my lady. What? I'm sorry, I'm looking for someone. I was tracking some people, but have you seen someone who goes by the name Thrain Ironforge?
Sitting up.
No, I do not. You may ask the other two, they may know.
Desmond just like still writing in his book, but like glancing up at you.
Yes, judging by the outfit and demeanor, you must be Prince Desmond?
And he like snaps his book closed, puts it in his holster, walks up, and reaches out a hand to you.
And he politely shakes in a similar fashion. It is a pleasure to meet you.
As is you. It's not often that I get recognized.
Yes, again, in case you did not hear, my name is Azrin. I have been looking for your group. My patron of sorts had interest in me finding you all, not for anything bad or negative. I guess it's kind of difficult to really be convincing, appearing in the night, saying that I've been searching for you.
Appearing in the night would have been your opportune time to strike. You chose to talk.
I guess that is one way of looking at it. You are remarkably calm. Do you not assume that there is more of me surrounding you that have malicious intent? I mean, At least where I'm from, trust is earned and not given.
You seem well off in yourself enough, and you stated that you have no weapons, but where I'm from, that only makes you more dangerous. So, what is it that you chose to find us for? And I must inform you before we continue this conversation that you have already failed.
Failed in.
Room like moves his robes over, grab one of the vials, holds it up. Here is the man you were looking for.
Oh.
Thrain Ironforge perished in battle today. Also, Cliff, I'm sure you see that I use divine senses. I'm assuming this man doesn't ping evil.
I hate divine sense because it doesn't make sense in our world. What does it say on here? Detect. No, I would say nothing like that. So you do not see a celestial, a fiend, or undead in front of you.
He sure doesn't smell evil. Got it.
Yeah, I would say that you're not getting.
No bad vibes. Understood.
I'm not saying that. At all.
No.
What I'm saying is
No
that, like,
magically bad vibes. We're not talking about personal vibes.
I'm not even saying that. I'm saying that. So the way that I would think of this is, as you've trained to be a paladin and you've had this divine sense, you've been able to pick up on like a spectrum of people. We'll say like different degrees of like good and bad, if you will. This person in front of you is no do-gooder by any means. But you're not getting. You've been around truly evil, truly bad people, and you're not getting that sense from him either.
And I'm sorry, you must be Nell. If that's okay to call you.
Yes, no, it's fine. I don't care for my full name.
It is also a great honor to meet you, and he extends his hand in the same way.
Small smile, shakes hand.
It's not, I would say it's not often that I've run into paladins, but actually I've never run into one. I've traveled briefly with one that was attempting, but never quite believed in his oath enough to get into that power that comes with a strong belief in an oath.
There's few nods, and they just kind of give a light-hearted laugh. Yeah, it's no easy thing to truly believe in your word enough to get real power behind it. It's a lot of training.
See. He like kind of turns back to Desmond and he's like, well, my mission was not necessarily to find Thrain in particular, but his practice of cleric, I don't know how they refer to it as, but really would have helped me with a few unanswered questions. I am sorry for your losses. Did that have anything to do with that explosion from earlier?
That's the one.
He's like looking at your armor and clothing, like, how did you survive that?
Maybe it's that same God's damned will that lets me be a paladin.
I had someone devoted to me enough that they sacrificed themselves to me.
And he like pulls back his robe and he pulls out this small book and starts flipping through pages. Would that have been your assistant or the marksman?
The marksman.
And the...
How do you seem to know so much about us?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was, my patron, wanted me to find you all. I have become somewhat of a, I guess you are referred to as a monster hunter. And there was some information that Mr. Ironforge would have possessed that I could have used. But that was more personal for me, but my secondary goal is apparently to assist you, but I was not given details as to what that might be. Just that there was some trouble that you were all tied into. I got on a boat and headed over here from Ozo. And it seems I got here just in time to be too late.
It would appear so. Does this mean you were coming to attempt to join the Eclipsean Order, or was this a separate endeavor? Understood.
Yeah, separate endeavor entirely. I don't think some of my practices would mesh well with the Eclipsean Order. I have spent the past several years kind of on my own, so working with a group is going to be kind of new to me, but I have been around long enough to make my mistakes as far as interacting with people to know that I have to be delicate in how I handle this. So if there is any sort of ability that you have to magically make me tell the truth, I will be happy to submit to any questioning.
That is not something I have the strength to do tonight.
And you notice as he's talking, like he seems like he's just
Oh, wait, no, that's
distracted.
second level. I do have one. I just don't know what I'd fucking ask you.
As he's talking, he just seems to be like distracted, like kind of constantly looking over to Ember. He's like flips through some more pages. Okay.
She's new. She arrived today as well. Also, just after everything happened.
I didn't choose when I popped up. They did.
They summoned you?
More or less.
No. We did not attempt to summon Miss Ember. It was, I guess, divine will that brought her here to take something that was in our possession away and to the, what was it, Celestial Court?
Council, close enough.
Yeah.
You're smiling at you, just like.
As Nell is trying their best.
As you're describing it, he walks back over to Ember and he's like, walks around her like he's examining, and he like stops. Is her wings showing still?
Nope, but she is going to be posing.
Okay. He's like, do you still have your wings?
How dare you? Yes, I have my wings. May I ask why?
Oh, I meant no offense. It's just I was wondering when I first saw you how you remained so untainted by this world, and now with the explanation that you just got here, I know it was unexpected, not in a negative way. I hope you take no offense.
As he says tainted, she's going to walk over to him like all sly. And be like, who says I'm not?
I should hope not. What you are is a gift. And so long as I am traveling with you, however long or short that may be, I will hopefully do what I can to make sure you don't become tainted and lose this specialness that you are.
She's going to sigh. So you're a pedestal guy. Okay. Walks back to her cot and lays down.
Pedestal? No. Perhaps at another time I'll be able to elaborate so that we can understand each other better.
He's going to get a nod.
He turns back to Desmond. So, are you, I'm assuming, being your royal heritage, you are leading this group?
At the moment, I am doing what I want to further my goals. Those that choose to come along are welcome to come along, and that's it.
So not Eclipsean Order business?
I am no longer affiliated with the Eclipsean Order.
Nell makes a face and just kind of nods. It's like, Pretty sure the Eclipsean Order died today.
There was more casualties than the ones that you've mentioned?
We only had maybe an additional 3, 4, but they were all new recruits, and
They also died in the explosion?
no.
We
They're
have the
nowhere near.
recruits, but besides those recruits, just Desmond gestures towards Nell. This is the highest ranking and only other member.
All right. Well, I know that you were all seemingly in the middle of something when I approached. If it is all right with you, I will not be a burden, but I am trying to do the best that I can to follow the request of my patron. And until she gives me more details, I wish to travel with you and be as helpful as I can be.
If you're helpful, you're welcome to tag along.
I know you aren't truly unarmed. Show me how you fight. How can we rely on you in combat?
And just a little side note, I said that he approached unarmed. He never said that he was unarmed, just to paint the picture. He's like, oh, of course. And as he says that, a large greatsword just appears on his back, like starting from the middle of his back and just kind of spreads outwards. And then he pulls it out and he like has it in his hands like this, and as he brings it close to you, like it's this like kind of shadowy aura starts to appear around it. It's kind of hard to see with it already being night and then just kind of being lit by candlelight, but with dark vision I feel like you can make out something. This is primarily what I use, and I do have some abilities with spells granted by my patron.
And it's a rather large sword that you're just holding.
Yeah, like from the way he pulled it out to like kind of flipping it around and then presenting it across his hands, he is handling this massive sword as lightly as like a rapier.
Meanwhile, he's actually like pulling out a bastard sword.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming with the information you have on us, you know some of our skills and abilities.
Not so much. Just what you practice, and that's about it. I figured that is your business, and if it becomes relevant, you can share.
Desmond like grabs his sword from his side, pulls it out, holds it up, pops open one of the canisters and shows that it's like a mechanical device. I am less adept as combat as our companions were, but I am able to create items with magical properties. And I think I can say without a doubt, faster and more reliably than probably anyone you have or will ever meet.
Nell nods.
Oh, that certainly a very useful skill.
If there are rumors or tales or you know of magic items in your journeys and you know the name or properties of them, let me know and I will do my research, gather intel, and make it for you.
I will certainly keep that in mind. And as he says that, like he like drops his hands, and like as he does to reach for his book again, like the sword begins to fall and just kind of turns into smoke and disappears. And then he starts writing into his journal. All right, that is noted.
And not the most potent or adept spellcaster, but and he gestures towards the burning campfire with green flame. I do have magical abilities as well.
All right.
But my chosen focus and study growing up were potions. That is what I have the most knowledge on.
Oh, good. It's been a long journey, and I am fresh out of all sorts of everything. But we will. That's nothing I need to address right now. Again, try not to be a burden. And if you all don't mind, I will set up a little space of my own and
Nods. Returns to their bedroll.
Alright. And if anyone's watching, he instead of going like he goes into the woods where he came from, comes back with his pack, and he goes into his bag and he pulls out something and he just starts drawing in the dirt a circle, and starts drawing symbols and like this big symbol in the middle of the circle, and then he starts placing these charms at each point that he created with the symbol inside. He like gets down on his knees and he seems to be praying over this, and then after a few minutes, then he gets his bedroll, puts it right in the middle of the this circle that he created, and then he gets into his bag and like takes his robes off and everything, and then tries to get comfortable and goes to sleep like everything is fine.
And for like Nell and Desmond, I mean, you have these two strangers that you're sharing camp with. Clearly not the first time either of you have been in a scenario similar to that, but given everything, I mean, are you both like keeping an eye open, watching them, or Are you more or less just, BAU and not really too concerned over it?
You're apparently super quiet, Cliff. God damn it, Cliff.
Desmond's goes right back to his book and starts like writing in it, completely ignoring everything that's going on around him.
Nella's going to sigh and cast Zone of Truth.
Couldn't resist.
Nope. How do I select all of these people?
You don't really need to.
Okay, well, we know what's happening.
If anybody wants to purposefully fail and submit to it, you're more than welcome to. If you do not wish to submit to it and you want to try to maintain your own like fragment of free will, you can make the charisma save, which would be a DC 16 charisma save.
And Nell will just say, I would appreciate it if you would allow this spell to make it so that I can glean the truth in your words.
Desmond failed.
As you're
Wow.
saying that, you hear Desmond try to resist.
Yeah, Nell feels the attempt to resist and just like their magic plows through. There's like a slight smile. It's like, hey, got him. But like, not actually laughing or anything because, we're still depressed. Our friends died today.
There's no resistance you feel from Ezrin.
And what about Ember? I know Miss Sassy's gonna resist, yeah. And you feel Ember try to resist, and your magic overpowers her will as well.
Do you wish us any harm?
Glance up at you. Who are you asking?
Both of you.
No.
No?
Have you been instructed to harm us?
No.
Not to my knowledge.
And can we trust you to go to sleep tonight without you causing problems?
I was trying to before this happened.
Yes, I was getting comfortable, but yes, any other questions you may have, I will ask. I will answer.
And you're from Ozo.
Yes.
And you're from Doolin.
Yes.
It's just establishing that. It was all as I knew it. Okay. Well, I'll take my leave. Good night.
May I ask if there is a god that you follow?
Yes. I worship Doriel, god of justice.
Do you do nightly or morning prayer?
I mean, when I wake up, yes, I typically do prayer. But I only trance for about 4 hours, so generally I do it alone while I take my watch.
All right. If I am awake, I would like to join you if that is okay.
I can wait until you're awake if that would please you.
Appreciate it.
I will. Okay, yeah. Sure.
And he gets himself comfy again. Goes in his bag and pulls out this really big hair net.
He's got his big old bonnet. And we long rest, I guess.
All right. Well, unless anybody else has anything that they want to do, then we will hit everyone with the long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I guess one thing that this doesn't have, the Fantasy Grounds has, there's no one button for long rest. I have to do it individually for everybody.
And so we have a button on our sheet for long rest.
Yep.
It's probably meant for you to do it yourself then. But I'm just gonna build a macro so I can just do everybody at once. Giggity. All right. The night is uneventful. As much as you can, you all sleep. I'm sure there's still, unanswered questions and thoughts that maybe, keep you awake more than you would want to, but everybody does get a full rest in. And as you wake up, you see this tundran field that you're all camping out in. You see the tips of the grass frosted over from the night's chill, and the area outside of the hearth of your campfire, kissed by that slight ice. And you wake up to a very chilly, gray morning. If there's anything of importance that you all want to do between now and Isidel, any conversations you wish to have, anything like that, please let me know. Otherwise, your trip to Isidel is rather uneventful.
I will say in the daylight, you will notice a symbol on Azrin's head that doesn't look probably familiar to anyone. And he bears a interesting looking cross symbol on his robes. So if anyone is curious about that, that's just something that you would note.
I noticed you asked who I worshipped. Who do you worship?
Well, I would say that I was brought up in an Omni church, and it was nothing that I really catered to one god or another.
Okay. And the symbol on your clothing? What does that represent?
Represents a bit of a movement I tried to start of us looking out for ourselves, mortals, that is. While the gods were present, didn't really take off. After the gods went quiet,
We had to do it anyways.
mm-hmm. But by then I had already moved on to new goals. So it's just a reminder of my of the life I left behind.
Looking at this person, what does their race appear to be?
The hair is like covering features like the ears and stuff like that. But it looks like he could be human, he could be an elf of some sort. And if he was an elf, it would be, due to the tone of the skin, a pale drow.
If you don't mind me asking, Azrin, how old are you?
Mm. 635? Somewhere around there.
All right. How old are you, Ember? I'm not quite sure how long ASMR live. Asking
Benita.
Christine a question, she's panicking.
I'm pretty sure we determined this. I don't remember.
Just remember, say a number and it's canon.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I know I picked a specific number because I was like, oh, I want to be this age.
Your celestial court or whatever, is that located in the astral plane?
Fucking shit. God damn it. Hold on.
God fucking damn it, Dave.
Like I knew these questions were coming, but my brain was
See, there's a section on your character sheet that says biography. You can put it all there.
Mm-hmm.
That way
You
you
just
never
quick
have to
reference.
forget that she is 5'7" or however many years old.
Yeah, no. When Desmond asked about what was your words again?
Are you from the astral plane?
No,
Like,
I'm
have
not.
you been there for maybe a year or two?
I mean, I've been a lot of places, but no, where I'm from is not there. Just gonna kind of point to the moon.
Aswin's going to look over at Ember, and he is going to start speaking in a kind of otherworldly voice. And I'm going to assume that Ember speaks Celestial.
What are you gonna tell her?
He says, are you, he asks, are you Asamar or are you a Deva?
Answer in Celestial, ASMR, but why?
Just wanted to address you properly is all.
And for
Nope, that's not that.
for Nell and Desmond, as these two are speaking, is Ember responding in Celestial as well, or is Ember responding in Common?
Yeah, no, I said I was responding in ASMR. Or Celestial, sorry.
So as these two are talking in this language, you're not really hearing words. You're almost more hearing like chords of a stringed instrument. Their words are more like but like their mouth as it's moving, it looks like it's forming words. But for what you all hear, you're just hearing like this sort of orchestral tone.
And they're like, huh, that was weird.
It just looks back and forth, figured they were talking, and just shrugs.
The two new people that just appeared out of nowhere that we welcomed into our party are now talking in harpsichord, and it's fine.
Yep.
It's one of those things where it's like we've had so much weird shit happen to us. It's like, fucking whatever.
Just another Monday.
Could be worse. It could be demons, or rather, primordial malevolence, snatching us out of our dreams and sending us messages against our will.
Is there a significance to your language? Desmond like looks back as he's walking.
Is he looking at one in particular, or
The pair.
it is the language of the Celestials.
One of the first languages I learned.
It's oddly strange that you both know this language, this uncommon language.
Yes, it's been a few centuries since I've been able to speak it. And he looks over the Emperor with a kind of like approving smirk.
She's gonna give you a face, but you're not gonna quite understand what it means. It's not. It's a positive face. It's a positive face, but you're not gonna understand it.
Pulls off her
but
face and it's
after-
a biblical angel.
Oh God.
Opens up all the other eyes we never noticed were on her, blinks, and then they go away.
Like, oh, what the fuck? I don't know what that means.
She's gonna turn to Nell. I am 21.
Rather
So-
young.
How old are you?
164. 34? 64. We're
What's the difference at this point?
134.
I'll look a day over 100.
Well, thank you.
If I speak my first tongue, it is to be spoken with nobility and only with respect. That's why I ask you, is there a significance to your language?
I would imagine she would be more better suited to answer that than I would.
It is a language that is used commonly for the people I interact with. It is something that is needed.
And if that's the case, and I mean this with the most respect I can muster up at the moment, we all do not know each other yet, so can we please speak in languages that all of us can understand?
You know what? You're right. Again, I'm getting used to traveling with people again. My apologies. That was my fault. I initiated it.
And if me saying this means you any kind of disrespect, I will disregard what I say. But at the moment, I feel like this is best.
Until we have a healthy level of trust.
Understandable and agreed.
Sounded very pretty, though.
I'm a little rusty. My pronunciations are probably a little off.
My shock of you knowing the language together. I didn't notice.
I consider that a compliment. Thank you. By the way, is Nell like on their horse and everyone else is just hoofing it?
Nah, his way is basically being used as a pack mule right now. It's just nobody has to carry their own backpack at this point. The horse is
Gotcha.
carrying it while we all walk because there's only one horse.
Gotcha.
Nell just wanted the comfort of having their horse with them, as she brings comfort and is a warm thing to cuddle at night.
This way looks at you like, yo, this shit's weird.
Mm-hmm. She didn't have to look at me and think that. She could just think it at me, because some steeds can just communicate with you telepathically.
Yeah, no. All right. Just for funsies in the sunsies, everybody present here, as you're gonna be making it through a fucking mountain to get to where you're going, can I have either survival, nature, or athletics as you are making your way through these mountains? If anybody has any experience with mountains, feel free to roll with advantage.
Let's go with.
So,
Ooh. Ooh.
I didn't. No, there it is. Okay.
Oof.
Christina.
You aren't listening to your options of what you could possibly roll, huh?
Either that or she's trying to figure out where it's at on the character sheet.
No, I know where it is on the character sheet.
Okay. So, athletics, survival, or nature, your call.
I'm fucked no matter what. So.
Send it. Yours is so
Oof.
pretty. I love your die.
Thank you.
So sporkly.
All right.
Now, is this to traverse the mountains?
Yes.
Like, for my class ability, I feel like I should be able to roll that at advantage, being that surfaces are not really an issue for him.
Debatable, but go ahead.
I'll just roll a second one, and hopefully it rolls higher. All right, good enough.
So actually, let's go ahead and have fun with that then, John.
All right.
So, as you all are a day or so into the travels, and you're making your way through the collapsing rise, sort of navigating in the general direction of where you think Isidel is based on the maps that you have, you come across an area where there's this flat path that sort of carves between two mountainous peaks on either side of you. And as you're all walking through, in one of the moments, you hear a crackle of stone, and you all see Azrin sort of topple as the ground gives way underneath him down a slope. And as you all sort of rush to the ledge where the ground broke away, about 15 or so feet down, you would see Azrin basically like just hanging on to the side of the mountain and just sort of completely keeping himself still there. And like before anybody can even get like their bag off to get a rope or anything like that, you would see him just casually climb his way up to the top.
Glad to see you're capable.
I try to be. I guess I don't want to be a burden. Well, we can continue. Just kind of dusts himself off and continues walking.
And so this will be 5 days of travel in total from your time in Pinegrave until you're on this ledge. There's a pretty sheer drop off, and off in the distance you can see this small town that's nestled within the cove of where these mountains are meeting together, and you can see the smoke coming out of the chimneys, and you can see some of the movement of the populace within. As midday on the 5th day, you all would be making your way to Ilsadel. Oh, hey, I could probably make you something that automatically adds those to your inventory like I did with the... Now I know how to do it. It won't be as bad.
Neither of those help right now.
It only gave one berry. Do I have to press it 5 times to get all?
You should have all 5 of them. Just scroll down in your...
It just only put 1 in the chat log?
In the chat log.
No, it says you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on mine. Did you scroll down all the way?
Yeah, as I'm scrolled down, it just says the 1 for me. Interesting.
I wonder if
Whatever.
Did you only
They're
pull...
all in my things, so we're good.
Did you only pull 1 that's identified?
No. 3 of them are identified. Oh, there's commas. I just assumed there was going to be one little thing that popped up for each. I'm stupid. Leave me alone.
Oh. Yeah, I was going to make it where it added, like, the item tag for each one of them, but I was like, that's redundant because they're going to be in your fucking inventory. So it looks like you actually know 4 of them, and the 5th one you don't know yet.
Yes. Dark purple berry and rustberry doesn't seem to have any,
Rustberry is the... You know that one.
That's just what it's named?
Yeah.
Okay. Ah.
Yeah.
That one.
If you swivel down on it, you can see what it does.
Yep. I clicked on it. I saw.
And unfortunately, it looks like it might tell you what the dark purple one does too, even though it's not supposed to, because it's not identified. But I digress on that. All right. So as you all are approaching Ilsadel, is there anything is there anything that you're wanting to do here? Like, what is the purpose of coming here going to be, or is this just kind of like the means to an end? Get there and then take the path to Furin.
I'm gonna look for some crafting components and restock on some of our supplies, but that's kind of it. All of our crafting components seem to have disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got plenty of crafting components.
Some of them might be a little crispy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna to bring this to you all to ask, but I purposefully wanted to wait until after I deleted all the thrains. Do you all want to just do like a singular like bank of crafting components, similar to like how the golden D20 is, so you could just see how many you have in total, and in that way?
Yeah, that would probably be nice. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, now that the mooching ass Roderick is gone, probably be better.
How do I know how many I have of each?
It tells you to the right of it.
Desmond. I just thought of something. You still have the dagger, don't you?
Which one?
That Thrain
Claw of
made?
the Order.
Uh-huh. Okay. I just remembered that.
And I have an ocarina. Or I know you never. I don't think you ever actually made it, or it never ended up in my inventory.
I don't know if I ever got around to making it because I didn't have the ability to make it.
Everything from your guys' inventory is in here.
Even empty bowls.
Even empty bowls
You leave my component bowl alone.
that I painstakingly turned into an actual container so you can actually put things in the bowl. Painstakingly, it was like 2 clicks. All right, so as you arrive in Ilsadel, it's just a small little village, no more than like 50 buildings here, in a mixture of homes, and right up front, the path, the sort of carved out path down the mountain, it kind of winds around and it takes you like right to the front of the city, and you can see like where the fork in the road kind of starts is to your right. It takes you into Ilsadel, and then to your left you see the path just sort of continues off to the north left, actually to the south left, and it just continues basically to the horizon from where you're standing at, sort of mirroring the curves and contours of the mountain, which just follows it on the left-hand side as far as you can see. So if you're looking for are you looking for like a general shop, or are you looking for like a more specialized like shop?
I guess more specialized. He's looking for like. I very highly doubt he's gonna find stuff, but we're in the mountains. Maybe he can find some rare ores.
Okay.
But he's looking for very rare material right now.
Yeah, may as well while we're traveling, not waste all the time and use downtime activity.
Okay. So there would be a small shop there that would be, I don't want to call it like an artisan guild, but sort of like the local artisan of this area, and there's quite a few people that are there, and like as you're approaching, you're sort of hearing the squabbles of people like asking for things to be repaired, and you hear a lot of things like, you know, like bridles for horses and latches on gates, and then you hear someone saying like you need to get some gemstones put back into a tiara, and you're hearing people talking about sharpening blades, and you kind of get the sense that like this guy is sort of like the catch-all for people here. And as you make your way inside, you would see this dwarf who, like, with a 1,000-yard stare, like, basically just, like, listening to all these people. And he's like, yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, we'll do that. Have that by tomorrow. Have that by week's end. Yes, yes. And as he sees you all walk in there, you see his demeanor change a little bit. And he's like, ah! Actual customers.
Desmond walks up. What's some of the best materials you have for crafting?
He like looks at you and he like sizes you up a little bit, and he's kind of looking at your outfit, and he's like, you want like gold, some silver?
He's like slowly shaking his head. It needs to be on the same level of mithril or higher.
He kind of like raises an eyebrow. Yeah, forgive me, but I'm not used to someone who has your stature wanting real world quality.
Is Desmond's armor showing?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it made out of mithril?
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, but he's like a little rich boy walking in there. He's like sort of looking, he's like, and what you be needing it for?
Some bracers.
Well, I don't have mithril here, but there may be things that I can do. Given the time, it'll take a week, maybe 2 weeks to put it all together, but if you got the coin and you got the patience, I can make anything work.
What do you have in this town to occupy us for a week? Is there a source of information, a large library?
First time in Istel, huh?
Yes.
Not anything too exciting, but we have a town record keeper. You could learn about the rich history of the collapsing rise in northern Amethil. But I have a suspicion that's not the type of reading material you're looking for.
Would I be
Not
able to sell you some unused weapons?
Sure. As long as they're still in good stance, then that's fine. Never any shortage of Yehai we have to worry about here.
No, we'll wait patiently for whatever Desmond had business-wise with him, and then we'll sell off some junk.
You like hear people behind you like, hey, we were here first.
Fuck off, bitch!
Before we choose to stay the week, about how much would this cost us?
For material, if you want something on par with Mithril, 50 plat, another 5 or 10 for labor. Within that range.
Huh. I don't think we have the time to wait an entire week here.
Where are you all headed to? You coming south? Or you coming north?
Heading to a small town called Furin. After that, up to Numpton.
You all Southerners?
Yes.
Some of us a lot more south.
Well, traveling northern Amethil this time of year can get cold. Make sure you're prepared for that. The nights, they are bitter. I swear, in some areas, it may freeze your fire solid.
No, if we pass through here again, I might take you up on that offer. But for now, we need to get moving.
Yeah. I'll be here. If the gods don't take me before then. Lord knows I keep praying for him too.
So we good for me to do my selling? Yeah. I wish to sell me battle axe and great axe. And it says short sword, but I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be my short bow. Because I don't have a bow in my inventory right now.
It might be.
You saw short and just went, eh.
Yeah, I mean, I probably typed short and just dragged the wrong one in.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to figure out if there's a way.
Yeah, if there's like something. Would be nice if there was a button where you could just click on it and be like, sell it?
Yeah, like there's an equipment store. What are you trying to sell?
Battle axe, great axe. And I guess the javelin, since I have the bow. That is not a bow right now.
And then the short bow that looks like a sword.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
But the shorts, I'm not selling the short sword though, which is actually short bow. That's just staying. I just noticed that it was not my bow and went, wait a second.
Okay, so battle axe, great axe,
Javelin.
javelin. Both of them?
Yeah, because I got my longsword. Oh, both javelins, yes.
How you gonna throw the longsword though?
Very carefully.
That sounds like some pussy shit. Whip it.
Sound like a
You gotta throw it carefully so it actually spears.
I guess you're right.
Unless you want to bonk them, then you gotta throw it just right to bonk them.
He like looks over and he's like, 3 plat for the lot.
Thank you.
And he takes all 4 of the items and hands 3 plat. And then boop, boop,
Oh,
boop.
I was already doing it. I will back out.
And boop, boop. And then
I already added the platinum to my inventory, so don't do that.
I already did too. So. You had 21 on mine unless you added it up to 21.
Now I don't remember what I had added it up to, if I had added it up before you or not. Maybe we added it up at the same fucking time. I don't know.
That's fine. Yeah, just keep it where it is.
Okay,
And I added your short bow and got rid of your short sword.
thanks.
Also, just so you know, you can like move shit into your backpack. You're walking around with an empty backpack, and then all of your items just like in your pockets and shit.
I mean, what difference would it make?
I don't know. It just hurts my brain that Nell's walking around with like 70 things shoved in their pockets and then just an empty backpack just flapping on their back. They're like, hold on, I got this. Pull out their backpack, just set it down, and start pulling shit out of their pocket and setting it in the bag while they look for it. And after they find it, they take everything back out of the backpack, put it back in their pockets.
Everything has its place.
Where I understand what you're saying, I don't understand how I would. You'll have to later show me how I put it in the backpack.
You can literally just drag it into the backpack.
But those are nowhere near each other.
Or you can, I think you could probably right click it and add, like, where it says choose a section. I don't know. Don't worry about it right now. Don't worry about it right now. I was just commenting on it that when I was building it, I was like, Megan has a backpack and nothing inside of the backpack.
It's where you're wrong. It's all in the backpack.
The backpack is inside out, so everything is in the bag.
Including Nell.
Exactly. The world is in the backpack. Anybody else doing anything here? Ember, Azrin?
Nope.
He's mostly a material seller, right?
He specifically is a tradesman. So, like,
So he'll
A
have, like,
general
knickknacks and
store.
stuff.
it's not a general store. It's all, like, it's specific, like, trades gear. Like, these are all, like, crafted things. You kind of get the idea that he's sort of, like, an artisan that does a little bit of everything. He's the town cobbler. He's the town blacksmith. He's the town jeweler.
He's the guy.
Yeah. His name is however you pronounce Roderick, spelled backwards.
You know somebody's gonna be trying to figure that out.
I can see Adam's brain.
He is also the dentist, yes. That's what he does on the weekends, though.
He's the
That's
doctor
true.
barber.
He's like, now lean
Adam,
back
you're
in the
muted.
chair.
It's like taxidermy and chef.
He's the taxidermist, and he's also a mortician.
I am going to be taking a look around to see if I can sense anything that's like a charm. I think that's like protection.
Like, for one, like what type of protection, and like how are you sensing this?
With angel shit.
That's it. That's all you gotta say.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say, my amulet, that's my spellcasting focus, gotta be some pimp ass amulet, because I'm seeing that it's listed as weighing 1 pound for the whole amulet.
I would say I'm gonna use like religion to see if I recognize anything that would be any type of artifacts I would know of.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a religion roll. Nope. Nothing that like stands out as like being like overly close to the divines.
Okay, then I'm not really gonna get anything then.
Okay.
Also, Cliff, I didn't think to say it, but each day, at least once a day, Nell is casting Sending to communicate with their mother and was explaining all that's happened, slowly but surely.
Okay. All right. So after everybody gets out of the store, Desmond, is your plan basically like just start heading down the path?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you all walk out of the store and start heading out of town, you make it about midtown, and all of a sudden you all hear this like loud magical hum. You just hear a and about 10 feet in front of where you're walking, you see this portal open up. And you see this small militia march out that Desmond, you immediately recognize the armor that these people are wearing as being from the House of Merc. And as like people start reacting, and you notice a couple of like the town guard start to move towards the commotion, you would see this small platoon like sort of in mass casting hold person on the people that are too close. And then you would see walking out behind everybody after all these people have sort of fanned out a little bit, someone from your past that you would recognize. Adam, do you want to tell everybody who they would see walking out of, or what they would see walking out of this portal? Not on mute.
Try it without mute.
But that's no fun.
I know.
You would see tall Shatterkai, about 6 foot, standard white skin, pitch black hair, in dark gray robes almost, and with crimson accents around, like as a belt and around his arms, and on his back he has a full-length spear that has some intricate carvings on its blade, and there's almost a hang on. Yeah. And there's long hair. There's more of that later. Long hair, and it's all tied up in like a rough bun as he steps up to Desmond and salutes. And in Sylvan, Prince Desmond.
Desmond looks very confused, but returns the salute in an equal, like, leaning bow towards you. Varys, what are you What's the meaning of this?
Do you say that in common or
In Sylvan.
Okay.
And Nell speaks Sylvan, so Nell knows exactly what's happening.
Kind of looks around. Don't know if I want to explain in front of these people.
We can move along. And he stands up and like crosses his arms, gestures to the small militia behind him. Will they all be joining?
No. And this is now in common. Just so you're aware, by the king's decree, things are not moving along fast enough. And then he'll kind of lean in real close and real soft under his breath. And in the words of the general, you have failed. I guess I should make a stealth for that. And then he'll stand up straight, turn around. Dismissed. Make sure the people stay safe.
You see them all drop their hold person spell, and you see everybody march back into the portal, and the portal just closes.
And I will say in Sylvan, it's a pleasure to meet you. And then kind of just like give a soft nod. My name is Nell Ombretash.
Kind of gives you a side eye. Doesn't respond.
In the interest of fairness, if Lady Ember and I are not to speak our native tongue in front of others who do not speak it, could we be shown the same courtesy?
Of course. I was just greeting him in native tongue.
Doesn't even look at you. Just waiting for Desmond to lead the way.
Without saying a word, Desmond just starts moving forward.
Following a step behind you.
As we're moving forward, Varys, in your head, you hear. So, what are you here to do?
What you were supposed to do. Hey, Cliff, out of character, how long ago was he sent?
I don't know at this point.
It's probably been like fucking 6.5 months.
Let's say half a year or more at this point, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, what you were supposed to do starting 6 months ago. It looks like you've made no progress.
Your eyes do not deceive you. If anything, I am probably worse off now than when I first got here.
Kind of chuckle. Knew they shouldn't have sent someone as young as you. I don't know if you guys would be hearing this. If Desmond is assuming this is still, I'm
This
assuming
is all message.
Okay.
I do not give excuses, but let me enlighten you on my journey up to this point. And Desmond will explain where he first appeared on the mortal plane, training with the plague doctors, coming to Amethil, staying with the Eclipsean Order, dying, doing the whole hag arc, to now.
So instead of worrying about saving your people who are dying by the tens daily, you care about these people more.
It was a matter of securing the foundation for our people.
Every day you wasted here, there is less of our people to bring. Either you help me finish the job you were supposed to do, or I will be doing it without you.
The only focus I have at the moment is bringing our people here.
You better do it soon.
I have already a rough idea of how it will be done.
Do you understand how bad things are at home?
The last I heard about home was that there are now tears.
Yes. It's taking over. Let alone the decay. People just don't exist after they come for us. Many of my own men gone.
When me and my professor went over the plan, we both agreed that we had at least another 5 years before it got this worse. What is causing things to rapidly turn this bad?
Cliff, would I know that? You expect me to know that? A foot soldier of all people?
You do yourself this service. You know you are always amongst those that are talking.
They only talk if they want me to do something. Because you know, I'm the one who gets results.
Well, I don't think you could have come at a better time then. We are going to move to each of the major cities and convince, persuade, talk them into aiding our cause.
Why do you care about these people? There's a bit of venom in his tone with that one.
Because I have been amongst them for the past 6 months and I see what they're capable of. They are young, but so am I, and that's why I see promise. But out of all of the information I've gathered about them to this day and their past, they have been misguided.
Where do we start? And who are these you're traveling with? I'll say that part out loud.
Plus, it's been an awkward ass walk for the last few minutes of them not saying anything out loud. I will say
Yeah.
some points of note. When you were recanting the tale of what happened, you could not remember what it was. You're able to describe like the notion of it, but as you went to go say like the thing from
That all of these items formed.
yeah
Yeah.
and that it was being used by this creature, this powerful creature. Like you couldn't
This
get the name out.
bitch.
Has this place corrupted your mind? You had mentioned as you're trying to struggle through that.
Desmond will activate his flash of genius and apply it to Varys. Corrupted? No. I've gained much knowledge at a much faster pace here. But the magic that we were dealing with was something that even our people rarely see.
And would Desmond's demeanor change any with the encounter with Varys and like how he's addressing him and everything? Like, would Nell be able to pick up on like any change in demeanor?
Desmond would probably go from like hands in coat pockets as he's walking, just like
Back to the behind the back stuff.
head tilted, like as he's walking, to Varys appearing, hands crossed behind his back, walking chest up.
As he asks out loud who his companions are, you're just gonna get a chuckle. Wouldn't it be more appropriate to ask for introductions?
I was asking my prince.
Not all of us answer to him.
Nell just kind of smirks and looks looks at Ember and goes, "Don't worry. They tend to calm down after a few weeks here." they don't really understand quite the social norms of the mortal plane.
If you look at him, there's no emotion on his face at all.
Yeah, I figured. He's a Shatter Kai.
Even
I will say, you can't see it in the picture. There is a tattoo right across his forehead, in pitch black.
Belle's going to like glance at it for a second. Of course, they don't actually know the houses. But like, you know, just acknowledging, of course you have your mark.
Desmond will, as they're walking, remove one hand from his bag, gesture out to Nell. This is Nell Ombratosh. Her family was of House Umbral.
He will stop. Stare daggers at Nell.
They have no knowledge of their house nor their obligations or duties.
The child of the child of the
their
child of the
failure.
master.
It doesn't excuse their house's failure.
Nell's just going to shrug and go, I understand what you see my house's failure. I use the word my house very loosely, as I didn't even know this house existed until, well, maybe a month or two ago when Desmond told me. All I know is the mark that I bear.
So
They just sigh. They're just like still walking. Like, yeah, here we go again. Another fucking Shatter Kai we have to break the ice with.
So I'm just piecing this together as to what's being said. So from where you're from, there are houses, and apparently Nell here is from one that our new friend disapproves of.
Their house was weak in time of war.
And what does that have to do with Nell?
There was a call to aid. The most important thing that our people could have needed. And as far as I know, Nell's ancestors, grandfather, grandmother, whoever came to this plane ran from that call.
So this was long before Nell was even born.
Oh, yes. My father was only partial Shatter Kai, or half Shatter Kai, and his father was also only partial. And I don't know how far back that goes before House Umbral came to the mortal plane and, I guess, knocked up an elf. To put it less than eloquently.
Yeah, Desmond's face turns to disgust as you say that.
So you were born on this plane?
Yes, it's the only plane I've ever known.
Okay, so whatever happened with this house and their ancestry, again, I must ask, what does that have to do with Nell?
Nell was actually alive during that, because this was 80 years ago.
But I also had no feel for a call. I have no knowledge of it. There was nothing that happened for me while I was here on the mortal plane. And that is something that Desmond asked me while I was under the influence of a truth spell. So he knows just as well as I do that I had no idea.
Nell and their ties to our people and our blood have been severed. There was no call for them.
So I am understanding that you, Desmond, don't seem to share this new person's vision that Nell is at fault for things that they had nothing to do with.
After realizing and gathering information for weeks, have come to the conclusion that although Nell has our people's ancestors' blood in them, that is all that they share with us.
And you've traveled with this person for how long?
Desmond and I?
Yes.
About 5 months.
Should it matter where they came from or what their bloodline is? In my experience, actions say more than anything to determine one's character.
Nell smiles at that.
I feel like Varys and Desmond are giving Asmund the same expression right now.
Of the bro, shut the fuck up face.
No, like just like slowly like disagreeing.
Or perhaps maybe that's the problem. Maybe Nell has wronged you in some sort of way over the course of that 5 months.
For our
Perched
people,
eyebrows.
For our people, the house you were born in determines you. Determines what you will grow into and what you will excel in. Those that let their actions speak for themselves, and Desmond will like take a step closer to Varys. Those that earn their places are given just as much respect and honor as those that are born into those places. And just as you can earn your place in a house, you can lose your place.
And for someone who never had a place in that to begin with, do you just still hold house rules and tradition against them, even in a place they've never been to?
For them?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Their family? I do.
I was just trying to, because I'm not familiar with your culture and everything, so thank you for informing me. I was just trying to get an understanding of where everything stands, because it seemed as, I'm sorry, what is his name again?
Everyone.
Oh, sorry. I was doing two things at once.
I thought you were just so in character, like, I won't acknowledge your existence.
This is the one of the few times it would be different. I am Sir Varys Calthorn, Knight of House Merk, bearer of the Crimson Spear, sworn blade of the Dusk Army. He says with a salute.
Huh. And Sir Varian, as you have addressed Prince Desmond in that particular sort of way, I am guessing that you are a bit of subordinate to him.
On orders from those above him.
Just, you came in speaking in, your language and everything like that, so I didn't understand what was being said, but I pride myself in being a good judge of body language, and there seems to be some hostility, so I was just trying to piece together where it was coming from.
Just so you know, by the king's decree, that was in common. Out loud. But the only part that was in Sylvan was the introduction. Okay, I want to make sure John knew that.
Yep.
Okay.
Which is why I waited to reference the speaking another language first till you actually spoke in common to know that you can before I was like, hey.
That's not fair.
Why are you not talking to common? Like, I don't know how to, bro. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, no, I'm an asshole.
That would have been hilarious if I didn't know common.
Yeah, speak American.
I only greeted my prince in our native tongue out of respect.
Oh, no problems against that. Just, certain glare that you have towards a certain someone, that just brought some questions to mind, so that's why I was...
His facial expression has not changed since he came through.
He
been a
didn't
flat
have a
dead-
little smirk when he leaned in.
Minus that, but I don't know if you would have been able to see that.
You did mention that you did give a glare towards Nell when finding out that information from Desmond. That's what
It was more of an eye squint because Chatterkire trained.
Philip J. Fry look.
Yeah.
Like, okay, heard, but other than that, it's just been same flat
Straight
face.
face. Just as Desmond's always been described. Yep.
I mean,
Less
John,
so now than
Less,
Desmond.
yeah. In the beginning, how Desmond was described.
Yeah.
John, if you want to roll insight to see if you picked up on any of that, like minor changes in his disposition and whatnot, you can do that. So, as he said, like mostly maintaining composure and straight face through it all, but like you definitely did pick up on some things that were said that struck a chord, and like maybe like a slight eyebrow twitch or a squint that you got from Varys. But for the most part, he is keeping his poker face fairly well.
Yeah. And I didn't mean to interrupt. I am new to all of this as well, so I was just trying to get everything straight. Hope it wasn't too forward. Do you two need time to catch up? Should we go and
That's already
elsewhere?
been handled.
Okay.
Shall we continue to Farin?
As we're all like stopped and talking, Desmond already did Nell's. I can't remember the word right now.
Introduction?
Introduction, yeah. So then gestures over to the one that's been talking this whole time, and says, "This is Azrin Erithos, if I remember correctly."
Yes.
Not very well acquainted yet.
We are still working on that, yes.
Then gestures. This is Ember. And that's about all as I know about her.
Just nodded Desmond.
Not like you've asked many questions.
There's a few that I have asked has been reflected back with questions of your own, so I'm not going to waste my time.
Did I or did I not tell you where I was from?
When I asked if you have a family name, you retorted back. So until we are more comfortable, I believe we'll just leave it at that.
You're gonna get a slight smirk from me. You picked up on that, did you?
In your ear, Desmond, you'll hear. You let them talk to you like this?
What would I need to be able to hear that?
Perception.
So
Nell just
Wow.
immediate ear to ear
Alright.
grin with a
We're all stopped in
slight
close
chuckle.
proximity to each other, so
Yeah.
so Nell didn't need to roll it to hear it.
Because
Nell-
my passive probably high enough or
Yeah, Nell would have heard it regardless, and Aslan was too far away.
Yeah.
But
he wasn't paying attention anymore.
he was
As-
watching Ember's ass again.
Yeah,
Distracted.
as soon as Ember started talking, he just tuned everything else out.
Uh-huh. Pretty lady say what?
Mhm.
did you didn't roll a perception for that?
no, because
Christopher?
you said that you were gonna pick, so I was like waiting.
Huh?
Do you want
Perception.
No. Okay.
Perception. It's only going to be perception.
I want to hear, okay?
You can't survival your way into hearing this.
Athletics.
Oh my fucking god.
Seems your
A
birth-
zero.
Our first zero.
Yes.
Yep.
Ember got distracted by herself talking.
She does seem a bit full of herself. What can I say?
She started saying something. She's like, "Damn, I'm fine."
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
So only Desmond and Nell would hear this.
Just a small laugh out of Nell with a head shake, just like looking at Desmond to see if he's going to respond to Varys about that.
Desmond kind of like lets off a soft sigh. The people here have no obligation to us. But her specifically, she is from somewhere possibly not of this world or not of this plane, so I'm not sure what to make of her yet.
Kind of nod and step back.
Desmond kind of like walks in a circle around you, Varys, as we're walking, kind of like inspecting you?
You'll
As we're walking?
Yeah.
where is it,
That's
Cliff,
not
what time of day is
weird.
it?
Huh?
Cliff, what time of day is it?
You guys got to Isidel about midday, so it's still early afternoon.
Hey, Sin, can I have a perception? Okay. Nothing other than described.
Keep in mind that Desmond has a passive perception of 15.
It was like an 18 to see because of the time of day to see if you would see something minute.
Okay.
Did Father or the General give you anything specific or unique for this mission?
Just my spear. That never leaves my side.
Desmond grabs his coat collar, pulls on it, and his entire coat changes into a black one. Pulls off the hood of that, stands still for just a moment.
Stand still, perfect attention.
Goes behind you, and the hood that he removed from his coat, pulls it off, goes to you, attaches it to your uniform. And as he does it, he's like talking, not in your ear, but just talking behind you. I wanted to implement these into House of Merc's attire, but I wasn't sure when I would get the time to. Maybe you can tell me if you think it would be beneficial. Then attaches it, steps back, pulls on his coat's collar again, and he goes back to his solid white one. And my dread helm is now on you. If you pull up your hood, it completely covers your face in a black fog, and all you can see are glowing red eyes.
Is the glowing red eyes from the red helm?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before we get too hard from Isladel, you said you wanted to work on telling the different towns and cities. I know Islandel's small, but did you wish to speak to somebody there and mention about the Shatterkai coming?
I don't know if you would have heard that. That was mainly message.
Nell and Desmond have talked about this.
Okay. I just know that I just had a conversation in a message only. So I'm like,
No, Nell already asked him at the beginning of the session, like, okay, now what?
Is like Desmond saying to Nell, Ilsadel
We got this.
hold any major significance in Amethil?
No, I just wasn't sure how thorough you wanted to be, or if while we were there you wanted to do anything about it. But we can certainly continue.
Doesn't break stride and just keeps going.
Yep.
All right. And if you're all headed to Furin, you all have 6 days worth of travel ahead of you. what, if anything, do you all want to do on these 6 days?
How much are you guys looking at Varys? Say, come evening time. I like trying to inspect them at all, or you just don't care?
Oh, Nell is thoroughly studying the newcomer Shatter Kai, who said that he is older than Desmond. And so Nell is immediately questioning just how old.
I'm also inspecting you because of the fact that you're being condescending.
Once shadows become more apparent, like later in the day,
Mm-hmm.
you'll notice his shadow kind of lags behind him.
Dang, you just giving
Like
them freebies, not even making them roll for that one?
Right?
It's very apparent, especially with Nell's passive.
And Nell watching the new Shatter Kai like a hawk, because sometimes Shatter Kai do wacko shit when they are still not understanding that everybody has rights.
They do.
Right?
For now.
You also have no, not right.
Should I roll?
No, I'm just saying. No, no.
Do it.
Cliff's face said no.
I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about, so it's not me.
Yeah.
This is all
I
Adam.
was, yeah.
Nell will at some point walk beside Varys and go, "So, he said you are older than Prince Desmond, and I know that, well, you guys have been alive for a long time, so just curious, how old are you?" You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I won't pry.
He looks at you and goes, ew.
They breathed on me.
He'll look at you, look at Desmond, kind of stare at Desmond for a minute. Look back at you. I lost count. About 1,500 years ago, but that's about it's about right when I started counting again.
So a few thousand years old for sure. Makes me wonder if you actually directly know the person I descend from.
I know not of your house. Just my disdain for their weakness.
Nell nods. I get that. I know that it had to have been at least 1,000 years ago, maybe more, that their blood intermingled in my line. Probably more. Nell's kind of staring off, doing some mental math, like, maybe up to 3,000 years ago? It's hard, because when the Shatter Kai mixes with Mortal Plane elven blood, I live longer than a regular elf. Just casually trying to, like, work this man into just
You get
being a
no
little more
small
calm.
talk. You get no
Oh,
small
I'm
talk.
sure that does not stop Nell from occasionally saying something,
Mm-hmm. And that
trying to feel him out, basically.
response to the age was not quiet. It was just normal tone.
Hmm. But yeah, it's really the only RP I had planned on questioning. So, yeah.
Varys, in your head. Has anyone from the houses fallen due to corruption? Anything?
Cliff?
From your point of view, you would be more aware of the people that have fallen trying to defend the city from the creatures of the negative plane.
I know not of those people who've passed like that. But too many have passed from those of the negative plane.
Did my father, the general, my professor, my sister send you with any information for me? Or was it just an order?
Cliff?
Just an order. You have the only direct contact you've had is from the general.
Okay.
Everything else has been, an order passed down.
Just orders.
And like, even though this is through message, Desmond like looks in your direction with like a worried brow.
Are you
Like-
are you in front of him? Oh yeah,
Like
that makes sense.
walking side by side with you. Like almost fearful. That he's just looking at you right now.
Fucking do something.
You really don't understand how bad it is back at home, do you?
I have not been given information in I don't even know how long at this point.
It's a war on two fronts. Never ending. So many of the public just gone. You'll hear at the very last, just gone, almost a voice crack. But one of those, like, you're not sure if you actually did hear it.
Along with that magic hood that I gave you, I want you to take a look and inspect this for the rest of the day. And gives you his gunblade.
Kind of flips it around, looking at it.
A new weapon of my own design. It is not as sacred as your spear, our daggers, the Gloomweaver's tomes, but I believe for those that aren't of military blood, they can wield something like this and help defend.
Kind of. How heavy is it?
About as heavy as like a longsword.
Varus would be, you would not be proficient with the blade of it nor the firearm of it. So it just feels off to you, the way that you'd be used to holding a blade, like it doesn't fit in the hand the same way. So like to you, it's just sort of like clunky and awkward.
He's very awkwardly holding it, kind of just like this, like.
Like someone handed you an ugly baby.
Just a little
It's nice.
heavy. Yeah, it's a little heavy for most.
This is out loud now. Like after he handed you the blade.
A little heavy for most. Awkward shaped. I don't know how much training this would take to be proficient with. I don't know if we have time for that training.
Desmond like takes it back, flips it open, loads in a canister real quick, snaps it closed, points and fires it.
Kind of just stares at it.
Then like after firing, flips it around in his hand, and as he flips it, it scrapes the ground, and that green flame blade appears along the edge as he's holding it.
Still awkward to control. Looks like. He kind of pulls out a spear, and you're just wielding it as a spear, just flawless. It's like, this is how you use that, or even a sword. It's just, that's. They would really have to have no training in order to learn on that. Otherwise, it would take longer.
Desmond's face kind of like drops and sheaths the weapon.
Ferris is like, I like simple shit.
Exactly.
You do it too much. You don't need all that to kill people. All right. Then you all travel for 6 days. In and
I
out
do have
of
one thing.
who to what?
I do have one thing.
Okay.
One of the nights of travel when Desmond is doing his watch, Azrin will approach him while he's working on stuff. And says, I don't mean to interrupt, but do you have a moment?
When the sun sets and everyone is resting, ask anything you need, and I'll most likely have time.
Oh, this shouldn't take long, and I honestly wanted to wait longer before asking something as such, because as I said, trust should be earned, not given. But with your soldier friend showing up, I'm not sure what his other orders are that he hasn't told us. I feel like that my mission, the other part of my mission in finding you all, needs to be moved up in case he throws unexpected twist in things. Now, if you say you trust him, that's perfectly fine. And I'm not saying that I don't, I'm just keeping an eye on him, but I do have my own separate things going on. And as you look, like, he's up, because he was in bed before he came to it, like, he's approached you and he doesn't have a shirt on. And
I like where this is headed.
And he's got all of these markings, like either tattooed or branded on him, and they're not all of the same dialect or design at all. And of course, some battle scars here and there. What I request of you is going to sound unusual, but I am needing just a small sample of your blood. I know how it sounds.
I love how everyone's demeanor just changed immediately.
Yeah.
You guys have been together for like a solid week now.
Yeah. Warmed up to, coffee dates, blood exchange,
Normal
Just
friend things.
Yeah.
Desmond goes into his bag real quick, pulls out a little vial of blood, and says, "Will this suffice?"
Unfortunately, I have a very specific way that I must kind of ritualistically extract it. It will only hurt for just a moment, and it'll be over in a moment. That's it. And again, I understand the strange request, and I wish I could say more, but because this was something assigned to me by my patron, I actually cannot, even if I wanted to, until the deed is done.
Desmond kind of like gestures his head over to Nell. You may have better luck with that one.
Well, it was very specific. Nell is not of pure royal bloodline from the specific place that you are from. That is a very important factor in why it has to be you.
I would establish this. I would take watch immediately after Desmond.
I guess that means that relieves Nell from having to do any duties, so you're gonna get to watch Nell do their training.
It's just more of one of those like, you watch my back, I'm gonna watch your back.
Mm-hmm.
This is, by all means, whatever weapon that you have at your disposal, you can hold it on me, and if it's anything more than what I have said, You can feel free to use it. I will not fight you on it.
Desmond's kind of like, as he's like, has his book on one side of him and like two books open, writing in one, messing with some stuff in the middle. He like kind of like looks up at you and says, I appreciate you asking, but obviously I am going to refuse.
That is fair. And
For the moment, prove in time that we can trust one another, then I will ask for probably even stranger things from you.
And that is an arrangement that I am okay with. And it's only fair that if I'm asking you something so unusual of you, that you would have a similar request of me. And of all the ways that was given that I could acquire your blood, I chose this method as I see you always doing experiments. You seem to keep your composure regardless, and how you regarded me as I approached in a very unusual way when we first met. So I will accept your answer, and I thank you for your time.
If you are ever able to or find a way to give me more information, maybe we can come to some kind of arrangement earlier.
Would you like to know more?
As I stated before, I am bound by certain rules and limitations of my patron. Hopefully her patience doesn't run out, but I will give you as much time as I can to see if I can earn your trust. And with that, he bows, and then he sits back to his bed.
Do you like carefully
will-
step over the salt?
Very
Does he-
careful.
Yeah, but say, does he still have an anti-sea bear circle?
Every single night that you've seen him, yes.
I will say this though. One of the nights, Ember is gonna go ask Boris if he's willing to spar.
Oh. They get real hard on that.
You want me to roll
Yeah.
charisma? I'm more than happy to roll charisma.
Oh yeah, are you?
I bet you are.
Nell watches with interest. Not as though Nell hasn't been like openly busting their ass training in front of everyone.
If Desmond is around when Ember asks this, Desmond will kind of answer for Varus and just say, if you are going to spar with him, it is going to be 20 seconds maximum before both of you are required to stop.
And as I glance you, I understand that you have some jurisdiction from where you are from, but I could have swore I was talking to Varus.
Ooh. Azrin raises an eyebrow.
Pulls out popcorn from somewhere.
I feel like it just keeps happening where like Ember says something sassy, and Azrin and Nell are just side by side, just watching her like, all right, what's she gonna do next?
Mhm.
What this bitch up to?
I have been given an order that I will not fight longer than 20 seconds. If you agree to those terms, then yes. If not, please walk away.
I do not care about the duration of the fight. I just wish to make sure my skills are still honed.
He'll nod. Gesture at a spear. Weapons or no?
Given I don't know your capabilities yet, I would say no for the first one.
Fucked up a round.
Just kind of nods.
And we will end on that note. As you two clear the area, step away from where the camp is into a more open plain, and begin your spar. We'll call it quits there, and we'll say that we're just on the outskirts of Furin, less than a day away from the destination here. And we'll
I would have handed my spear to Desmond.
Okay. All right. And that's where we'll pick it up. So, thanks everyone for hanging out tonight. For some reason, we were killing it on YouTube. We've had like consistently like 12, 13 people watching on YouTube. And I never have anybody on
very
YouTube. So
nice.
hi YouTube. This is an interactive stream, so feel free to interact. I know I have no interactions in the title. Like that just means the actual interactions. I didn't want to distract from the introduction of these new people, but next week interactions will be
Same
back
time,
on.
same
so
place.
if you're
Yeah.
here next week and you want to fuck with the players, the first time two people are sparring with one another seems like a mighty fine time to do so. If I were to say,
Nell wants in on this so bad.
Oh, big ass PvP match.
I'll say
And Nell's like, you know, I'd like to get that little fucking hoity-toity boy off his high horse and punch him in the fucking face a little bit. That'd be nice.
Nell's gonna be
So-
watching him fight and be like, it's not worth it.
Yeah, like, I could totally kick his ass.
Like, I already know I won this. We're good.
So, it is nighttime when you said this too. Like
Yeah,
evening.
one of the times that we're resting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Not that that has anything to do with anything out of it, just asking
Not at all.
generally.
Yep.
No, I was thinking more so like it was like before we set up camp.
Yeah, that's fine.
So dusk.
Like the
Okay.
Desmond.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Twitch, we're gonna raid out to King Nothing Live. We've raided there a few times, I think.
Sure have.
They're on episode 20 of their campaign. So, YouTube people or Kick people, King Nothing Live on Twitch. Go there. I can't force you, but you should. Everybody else, we'll be back. I don't know if we're gonna do Etheria this Friday. I don't know. The schedule is so I don't know anymore. But Discord will let you know. And then we'll be back with, episode 64 next week, and we'll see how this little sparring match happens. So, thanks everyone for hanging out. Have a wonderful night, and we're gonna raid. Bye.